Hello, everybody. This is Nikki, you also known as Faces Trader, and you're watching the Global Market Update. It's March 31, 2021. Take note that the U.S. markets will be closed on Good Friday in observance of the Holy Week. And so we also won't have any streams on Friday. Actually, on Thursday, we plan not to stream as well. So this will be the last stream for the week. And then see you again this coming Monday. So there will be no Friday free class this week. That said, let me share to you a very, very good news. Tonight, I'd like to announce that we are going 100% long and margin on the long side. So why? Well, actually, I've already done a lot of longs last night. But I will continue to go long in the market. I'd like to show to you guys, well, I am an open book. This is me, Nikki Yu. You could see that this is my eToro account, open like everything else. I am like an open book. So you could see that, yes, I've bought some Baidu when it fell last couple of days ago when the ARK Ego Fund. I was able to get some e-hang at about $34. I wanted to get in actually at 32 and 33. So either way, I think this is such a good value. So eVTOLs, so that's one name I got. I like Nano Dimension as my additive manufacturing play. I got in at 830. I got in on Unity, kept on averaging. So I got in at 91 and 101, making my average 96. I got in some more on Spotify. You could see that I bought this 3 times, 251, 252, and 275. Why did I buy Spotify? They bought last night a sportsbook audio app called Locker Room, which is similar to Clubhouse app. Similarly, because I like Clubhouse and all these audio names, you could see that I kept on buying and buying Agora. You're seeing that I just kept on buying Agora. Last night it was below 48. I still bought. I would have bought more at 45 and 43. It's just that I think I may not be able to get in anymore. But yes, I'm very bull on Agora. Very bullish on it. Neo, I also bought more. You could see that on Neo, even when it fell to about $35 a couple of days ago, I kept on buying. You could see that March 26, March 30, March 25, March 19. I'm just really a bull on Neo. So William Lee is the Elon Musk of China. To be honest, last night, I wanted to buy also Tesla at about $615 and $555. It closed 635. You could see that I used up all of my money, total allocation. If they would allow me to buy $100, I probably would, $36, I would have also deployed it. So yeah, so far I'm like all in the markets on a long side. So I've been buying some Roku. You can see that I've gotten some Roku at about $300. I got in at $300, and then typically before as early as 360, I've been already buying. So my average now about 325. I've been buying your Fastly. I've been buying your typical Zoom Video, your Tencent, your Teladoc, your SunPower, C Limited, Twitter, Palantir. Yeah, so it's very much a buffet. It's an eat all you can. It's an eat all you can buffet. I've been looking at the markets, and I actually tried to find the best bargains, and I'd say that there's a ton. I would say that I just, realistically speaking, I bought most of my favorite names. So my favorite names just happen to be your electrics, your solars. So you could see that last night, your electric sector was on fire. Your Vivo Power, Rene Sola, Green Power Motors, the Jinko Solars, the Sunruns, the Plug Powers. I guess this was a move on short covering too. But also, I'd say that it has ran its course. It has ran its course, consolidated, and everybody who shorted them or even took profit from them has largely U-turned and covered. Now, if you're going to ask me, was there a specific catalyst why this entire electric sector rose? I'd argue that it's also still the same. Biden still did a stimulus package, so perhaps it's just go through news on all these solar-related names, all your electric-related names. That is still one of my most favorite sectors. So I'll give you of course, I am a big fan of SunPower. So at 70, okay, at $60, $70, 57, it has consolidated back to about 29 to $30. Last night at 31 area, think that is already the bottom for your SunPower. You could see it clearly in most all of the solar electric, most of it actually. So let's take a look. Yeah, so I got some Teladoc as well. could see that the markets shorted these stocks the most. So let's try to understand today's most shorted stocks to trade. So it's possible that the shorted stocks got covered last night. Whether it be SunPower, whether it be companies like Green Power Motors. I didn't have Green Power or Jinko Solar, but Jinko Solar was more powerful, honestly speaking. So yeah, and then the company wants to boost their customer focus with a new ex-Amazon executive. So let's try to understand who is gonna replace the SunPower CEO. Let's read this together. SunPower CEO is retiring, Tom Werner, and he's gonna be replaced by an ex-Amazon named as the top boss. So the solar panel maker in the U.S. residential, which is SunPower, announced that after 18 years, he will now be succeeded by a former Amazon Inc. executive, Peter Farisi. The shares were down at about 3%, 29.7. Last night it's already gone up 32. And under Werner's tenure, SunPower went public, of course, in 2005, sold a majority stake to a French energy total firm, Total SE, in 2011, made a complete spin-off of their solar energy solutions, which is Maxion. Maxion also very much strong last night at $29. Also a buy. Total has a stake of about 50% in SunPower. Farisi served as a global media company CEO of Discovery Inc.'s direct-to-consumer business from September to August. Earlier, he also spent years with Amazon.com, leading the e-retail giant's marketplace. While Farisi has begun his role since April 19, Werner is discussing the fiscal performance during the first quarter 2021 earnings conference call. Werner will continue to be in his role for 6 months, in which the company will now recombine the positions of the chairman of the board and CEO. Let's understand further, mostly actually about Biden's expensive infrastructure plan. So this has been very popular. This is March 31, 2021. Clearly, I'm very much focused on what Biden has to do. And so I am heavily focused on solar, all things clean energy. So Joe Biden is now expected to unveil his new jobs and infrastructure plan that would cost anywhere from $2 to $3 trillion, and the new tax hikes are expected to pay for this economic jolt. So what is reportedly in the first part of Biden's infrastructure plan? This is $2.25 trillion, and therefore, as an Awesome10X investor, I want my portfolio situated at the heart of Biden's infrastructure plan, and I know that it's gonna have a lot of solar packages and clean energy credits. So far, people are already aware that they would include housing, bridges, roads, elderly care, clean energy credits, and the entire U.S. manufacturing sector. So Biden is going to spend about $650 billion on bridges, roads, highways, and the like, $300 billion on housing infrastructure, reviving the U.S. manufacturing, $400 billion in clean energy credits. The previous bill also $400 billion for elderly care. Yeah, and they're going to create everything from electric grids, water systems, among other measures. To be honest, guys, I'm pretty sure that would also include a lot of ChargePoint. So ChargePoint is also a company that I want to go in, $22 last night. After a drop from about 48, I think that 22 to 23 today is a great entry opportunity. However, for eToro, there's no such thing as ChargePoint. So that's a sucker for eToro, but it's all available in Interactive Brokers. Let's read further. So $4 trillion of package, the spending will increase to $3 trillion. And they would also realistically target all the wealthy Americans and corporations. So in terms of buy signal, I prefer going big, really big on solar. Whether it be SunPower, Sunrun, ChargePoint, CSIQ, Jinko Solar. Let me show to you all of the names here. So SunPower, yes. JKS, let's say you want Jinko Solar, also a yes. You can see that clearly here about 41, very strong movement last night, 14%. Although in the short term, we might still see those resistances, say 20 to 30% further. I'm willing to believe that these are one of the strongest sectors to be a part of in the Biden administration. You could very clearly see that last night, people who probably shorted Rainy Solar already covered last night. $10 to $12, a 20% move on Sol. SOL. Green Power Motors is also very strong short covering last night, 20 to 21. Typically, I'd go for my favorites. So my favorites are your Canadian Solar, your Sunrun. Yeah, so Sunrun about 51, 52. I've been buying and bullish there. So last night traded at 57, a conviction buy that yes, this could be going at $70 at the very least. People are asking me, is this a trade? Is this a long-term play? I think it all goes to show that usually I do a half. I trade half, and then the other half really is long-term move for me. So I'm really bullish on solar as a secular reason. Does it mean that I'm bullish on all things Tesla? Yes. So Tesla, strong bullish move last night, 600 to 635. Clearly, we got a higher low on your Tesla already. Very clear as well that NIO is hitting this double retail support. 38, 37 is a great area. I've been buying, as I said, I'm so bullish on NIOs, Teslas, and so forth. XPEV, yes, very bullish on these names. 31, 33, very good move there. CCIV, Lucid Motors, also great move here at about 23. Even in the Chinese market, I've been also bullish on your 175, your GD Autos, your 1211s, your 305s. So I'm just really very bullish on your entire electric movement, whether it be in the battery side, QuantumScape, you're about 44. I prefer getting into the companies that I am already very much bullish upon. So 43, 44 for QuantumScape, I'm a buyer there. What else? Alusa, yes. Alusa, which is Freer battery, I'm also a buyer here at $10. Voagi, which is Volkswagen, I'm also a buyer there. 33, let's take a look at Volkswagen. So Volkswagen here at about 33. So last night it was already up. So very strong movement. 33 the other day, and now it's close to 37. Just a super move on the entire electric vehicle segment. Yeah. So I think like it's very clear that we've got a major bottoming out on most of your electrics. There are so many SPACs that are really good job as well. Here about $10 VCVC, willing to hit that. In general, as I said, very bullish in the entire US market. And to a certain extent, you've got the free will to go buffet. Buffet to every company you want. Let it be solars, electrics, AI, gaming, biotech, SPACs, warrants, whatever you wish. Even if you want to go margin, go crazy. All right. So hi, man. Thoughts on Plug? Yeah, Plug actually got a good move. But in general, I don't like Plug Power, but I could see that it is a beneficiary of a short covering trade. So very clearly, Plug last night had a short covering move. There will be a resistance starting at about $45. But in 34 area, you could see this perhaps rallying to $40 before it goes back down. It's not my preference if you're gonna ask me, but I could see that in the short term, meaning about a week or 2 weeks from now, sure, it's probably gonna rally about 10%. Nikki, your thoughts on JD, Twitter, and Fiverr? I like JD, I like Twitter. Fiverr is expensive on my end, but basically because I'm bullish in the entire market, it means that Fiverr, anyone who shorted Fiverr would likely cover last night. So at $200, you have a 20% move at about $240. Twitter, I'm a bit biased here, so I think that's gonna go all-time highs pretty much soon. So at $63, I like it. 63 and then resistance about $80 or so. You asked me about another company. You asked me about JD. Yeah, JD I like. E-commerce is a great story. I prefer actually the more oversold Dada. But JD at about 75 clearly told you that it has been bought here about 76, 75. Strong rally at 83. Could rally further at 90, 91 before it meets its maker. Hi, Miss Nikki. Should I take profits on Baidu at 230 or just wait for it to break the downtrend and just buy and hold? Personally speaking, I think that Baidu has shown a strong bottom at the ARK Eagles Fund retracement, right? Very strong movement, 48% down here, but 185. Got in at 188. In the short term, I think 230 to 250 is your resistance. Perhaps majority would even sell at 270. But if you want to position yourself on a long-term move back to about 350, I'd say that in the next 6 months, possible to make that 50 to 100% move. But in the short term, let's take it one step at a time. Short term meaning the next 6 months, or sorry, not 6 months, just talking about the next 3 days or next 1 week. In the short term, I think in a single month, the maximum move might be 270, which is more than approximately 50%. So it's up to you how you want to do it. Planning to buy Palantir. I have Palantir in my long-term portfolios and also my short-term. I think like in the short term, you should expect to make about 25% gain on your Palantir. So that means that if you got in at $21, I think that it is very obvious that Palantir has already support at about 21, 22. So very clearly, Palantir here will have a resistance here at $26. So if you bought last night, I also bought last night more Palantir shares. Saying that this one goes here, 25% gain, here about $26. The first resistance is about $26. And then if we are lucky, the consolidation is over, we get to see it go back to about $30. But I would push my luck. I think that, speaking of luck, I like Luck Group as well. LUCK is here at about 80, 90 cents. So I think that is a buying area. If you want to push, if you want some esports plays, these are okay. Luck Group, though you at $10, also good. So 10.21. Very much, I think the only impediment for you to make money is just deploying cash. And so it's not really about being, it's not really about the stock. I'd say that it's just how much cash do you have. So I would argue that cash is trash. So buy stonks. Awesome10X loves stonks. Go long. Just go in, whether it be, so in Filipino speak, no? Targaryen Dragon, Dracarys, set fire on the shorts. Ubusin nyo yan. You guys have all the go signal. Go long, kill the bears. You can do anything you want these days. The markets are so oversold. Let's say you want Ouster, you want Teladoc, you want Twitter, you want Affirm. These are great companies. Just go ahead and buy them. So take a look at the entire sector. I took a look at all the charts, and I'm talking about 500 charts. I took a look at all of them. Most of them have bottomed out. I said BOTTOMED, bottomed out. So there's so much opportunities. Like I think that your POI, predictive oncology at about $1.10 is great entry. For those who like biotech, PacBio, BNGO, strong supports. How about Ballard, Next Era Energy, and Face? I like them too. Ballard about 21 is okay. BLDP. But in general, I think that for fuel cells, so I saw this bottom out last night at $21, so close at 22. But I think that in the short term, 30 is a strong resistance on Ballard. Next Era, very strong name. So here's $70. It is more like a blue chip for this. And Face at about 140, 150 got a support as well. Your bullishness on Enphase, Next Era, and Ballard is not in any way wrong. It's okay. If you love that, go ahead. So I think like in general, hi Miss Nikki, thoughts on Tencent Music and Copen. Also strong. Tencent last night rallied at 21. I think that Tencent Music is for the buyers of Spotify's of China. That said, you see a very strong resistance at 24 here. So if you got in at 19 to 21, so just evaluate your risk reward. I think that there are companies that are more oversold, which means that the oversold names that are like sample. I'll give you some examples of oversold names. Looks like Danimer Scientific at about 30 to 34 can rally to about 45. You could see that QuantumScape 40 to 44 can rally to about 55. So there might be some names that can rally 20 to 30% rather than just a thin 10% bounce. So for TME, because people already got in at about 19, even if you sell at 24, yun, last night it was already 21. Eh. So just be aware about your risk-reward ratios. So yeah, I could share a lot of the risk-reward ratios that are very strong. I'd argue that these are some of the best risk rewards that I saw. GSAT at about 130 is a great risk reward, all the way to 120. You might as well sell it about 170. That will give you about 40 cents reward. How about the Alpines? Also great meme. Here about 326 looks good. Can probably sell it at $4. What do you think about Beef Life? Also good. Beef Life here about 1.5 looks supported. Sell it about $2. How about companies like Plymouth Rock? This got asked of me. Yes, it's a support here. 55 cents supported. You can probably sell it about 70 to 80 cents. Look at the range rewards. Very strong movements. Somebody asked me about FUV, Arcimoto. I said also a yes, here about 12 to 13. It's a good risk reward. You can probably sell it at $20. So actually, guys, I charted really a lot. There are some companies that are more oversold, which I expect to make 30 to 50% rewards. And also some companies that I think are kind of blue chips, right? So C Limited is a blue chip, Tesla is a blue chip, Zoom Video is a blue chip. So with most blues, I think the rewards on blue chips are about 20%. But with penny stocks, I think like we can make about 40 to 50%. And with some biotech names, also 40 to 50% rewards. An example, I'll give you. Example, PacBio, Bingo. Lots of people love these names. Take a look. PacBio here, or Bingo, Bio Nanogenomics, are about $7 to $7.70. I think you have a chance to sell this at $9.90, which gives you about 30% reward. Similarly, how about Nano Dimension? Also strong moves. Nano Dimension supported here at about $8. If you get in at $8.35, strong reward here at about $11. So I think that it's a market for super chartists, which we are. Ta-da! Yes, I love my charts. I love my funda. I think that it's very clear that the oversold names are very much going to give us 40% rewards. Nano Dimension is one. BNGO is one. Even PacBio should be doing well. Let me show you a few things. And if you like cancer plays, NanQuest here looks like a support. Oops, sorry, not that. NanQuest. NK. NanQuest. Why is it NK West? But anyway, cancer genetics changed already to VYNT, which I think is also a support here at about 4.6. So you can actually buy this and then potentially sell it at about 6 to 7. So many SPACs also trading at very low prices. So I think that you have all the time in the world to buy. Lemonade is a trading range. So you got in at about 89. Actually, guys, Lemonade is a small range. So it's probably just about 10 to 20% range. Here about 89 if you buy. You got resistance here about 109. So it's a $20 move on your Lemonade. If you like insurance, yeah, Disruptor Insurance Lemonade, FinTech. So yeah, Oust is already a steal. Yep, I got in a lot on Oust. Oust at $8 is a steal. Even at 8.4 should be okay. So Ouster here at $8 is a great buying opportunity. Looks like a reward of about 25%, sell it about $10 or even $11. So, I mean, go hungry. I'm so hungry with the markets that I'm just like a person who feels like I'm in a buffet and pretty much eating everything. Eat this one, eat that one, basically going gaga. Just buying everything. And just wanted to share to everyone that if this is your first time, please don't forget that you can join us here on Awesome10X. We've got an inner circle. Just want to share that this is what our Discord channel looks like. So our Discord channel, we've got Discord voice. You could see me opening bell. I'll tell you what stocks that I love to buy. And I'm hitting it right in the market open. Of course, I'm going to share to you what I like. So yeah, immersion. There's just so many names. Last night, Agora, I've been buying it up. API, Neo, Spotify. So yeah, I think like you just JFU and Chitian is not my topic. It's just, I mean, Chinese fintech is just not my cup of tea. But if that's something that you like, as long as you know how to play the game, it's fine. So JFU has a strong support at about $1.70 and then a resistance here about 2.2. And then Chitian, it's about $2.20 right here. You can buy it there, but sell it at $2.50. You could see it's very strong, 190 support and then 250 resistance. If that's your cup of tea, then you can. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I sing on Discord or I just play some songs to chill. Yes. So, ano lang, you guys have all the approval. I'd say that you can copy me. You can just copy me outright or just do your own pizza pie. Let's say you see me buying ihang and you want to buy all in ihang. I don't care. If you want to buy, let's say, nakita mo, oh, si Nikki down pa siya 4% sa Roku, bilhin ko na sa 312. Okay din yon if you believe in the connected TV era. Okay naman yan eh. The stocks that I buy, generally speaking, it's good in the short term and the long term. Secular trend believer ako eh. So, wala akong binibiling pang short time. Talagang pang long term. Yun. So, parang ako, pang long term ako eh. Di ako gina-girlfriend. Inaasawa ako. Minamarry ako. Yun lang yun. Okay, so thank you very much. And I hope that you have a good weekend. Take a good rest and have some well-needed rest. Actually, you know what? I think like the market has priced in all the bond yields and all the dollar and inflation rates. After a 50% drop, you'd argue to yourself in just 2 months, kaboom, take a look. Lahat ng stocks, pansinin mo. I'm talking about everything. Solars, electrics, gaming, bottom. Healthcare, bottom. SPACs, bottom. Warrants, bottom. IPOs, bottom. E-commerce, bottom. Actually, if favorite mo naman B-Town, bottom na rin. Bili ka ng Bridgetown, 10.5. Gusto mo ng, ano ba gusto mo? Gusto mo ng SPACs, $10, ang dami. Anong SPAC gusto mo? Spring Valley, pwede yon. Gusto mo ng charge point, pwede rin. TPGY, pwede rin. EV Box. It really is up to you. How you want to play the game, it's up to you. If I like to play 50 cards or 15 cards, that's how I play. If you want 100 cards, go ahead. If you like 10 cards, go ahead. Yeah, each card has to be your choice. Oo, long term ako eh. Actually, long term talaga ako. The stocks I choose, ano yan, assorted ako eh. I like to have everything, every sector. So I really don't play just one sector. I think like some people, they want EV sector, some people want gaming sector. Yeah, I'll show you my watch list. Very clear yan. Pag sinabing electric, di naman yan electrics lang. You could play the solars, you could play the batteries, diba? Tingnan mo, ABML. Been buying ABML because it got oversold here about $1.40. I think that the resistance is about $2.30. So malaki yung potential reward. Some people played Humble Pay for their crypto exposure and the fintech exposure. So very strong movement last night. Double bottom here about 2.9. Rally to 346. Most likely it's gonna break $4 and then eventually $5. Strong movement on Brian Foot. There's also a news on Brian Foot on Humble Pay being available in many countries. I'm gonna share to you that exact news. Easy lang naman eh. We have it on sector, no? So this is Brian Foot, the CEO. He said that on Friday, the US markets will be closed for Good Friday, but digital assets are open all day, 24/7, and they're available in the US from April 2 across multiple exchanges. Actually, on April 2, launch na yung Twitter Spaces. So yun. Twitter Spaces is just Clubhouse. It just reinforces that there is a huge secular trend in live audio. So real-time engagement. If you want to be real-time engagement with me during market hours, join our Discord, join our Discord voice channel. I'll be there. And yeah, so this is how you join us. Just go to awesome10x.com, click the link, get started now, and then pay us via PayPal or pay us via bank deposits, direct access. So we're gonna change our channels. So we're transitioning 100% on Discord. And speaking of Discord, do I like Discord? Yes. So I actually am a Nitro subscriber already. And so I believe in the business model. I like the platform. It's not a problem that Microsoft likes it as well. It's even just more of a conviction buy. So here at about 987, if you like Discord, go ahead and buy it. Some people ask me, Nikki, what do you think about eToro? eToro is a fintech, no? FTCV. fintech acquisition. Technically speaking here, about 11. Kasi most fintechs right now, I could get it at $10. So no hurry eh. I could get it at $10, I'm gonna get in. If I can't, then I can't. Yun. Pero yun, you could see that there's just so much avenues to put your money into. And the avenue that should best represent your vision of the future is how you should position your portfolio. So let's say Nikki is more bullish on electrics, but you're more bullish on solars. Just showcase in your portfolio where you are most bullish at. So I think some people, they're so attached with blockchain that or crypto, they really have a huge position on Humble Pay. Some people are more positioned on video chat apps, so position heavily on Agora. Yun lang. I think like we are case-to-case basis. I mean, I'm not you, you're not me. Let's have a family. All right. Paano maka-join sa Discord nyo? Just join us with Awesome10X. Discord voice channel is exclusive to Awesome10X Inner Circle members. So, yun. Go to www.awesome10x.com. Yun na yun. Okay? Thank you very much. Salamat po. If you're a gamer, I think magugustuhan mo yung Doyu, magugustuhan mo yung Roblox, yung Unity. I have those names. Lock is great. Pag gamer ka, Sureball, may Tencent ka, may Logitech ka. Pag gamer ka, baka may Corsair ka pa nga eh. Or may Razer ka, kung gamer ka. Patunayan mo sa akin na gamer ka. Activision, di ba? Ito, Corsair, supported na 33. I mean, you have to showcase to me where your convictions lie. Kung gamer ka, pakita mo sa portfolio mo, gamer ako. Focused ako sa gaming community. Pag chop suey ka, okay lang din. Wala kang conviction, 10 sectors, 20 sectors, okay lang din. Yun. So I just want you to show your conviction in your portfolio. Parang nakikita mo rito, so meron akong robotaxi, meron ako social media, streaming, gaming, connected TV, electric vehicles, edge compute, real-time engagement, live streaming, remote work, e-commerce, telehealth, solar, additive manufacturing, eVTOLs, AI security, gaming. Yun. Kung mas marami akong pera, 100 stocks naman yan. Okay, thank you very much. That's it. Bye-bye.